First day of camp was, everyone was excited, so everyone had the jitters and stuff, and just getting used to being back out there. I mean, after the break, I feel like everyone came back with the same mindset. Kind of just, it's that time. It's time to, start building and getting to that point where, we're ready to produce on the field. So everyone's excited. And as far as everyone's production, I feel like we did a good job in the summer just trying to bring our freshmen up and the newcomers, just bringing everybody together so we can play on a level field on the field. So everyone did pretty good on the first day, but the first day is the first day. So just stacking on that today, getting ready to be able to stack on top of that.
Keionte, Freeze said yesterday that he liked the secondary's talent, but he said you guys got to improve your mental toughness and your attention to detail. What does that say to you? What do those words mean to you?
As far as that, it's just a challenge. Every day we do, that's our goal in the room, is just to get better every day. And really, as a defense, with us being so talented, the only ways we are able to, give up things is just little mistakes. So being able to, hone in on the little things and being able to know the checks and being able to, think fast and all play on the same level mentally and physically. That's a big thing.
Was that a problem you guys had in the spring? You worked on over summer. Just where do you think that's coming from?
I think it really just comes with chemistry, because at the end of the day, we're all different talents, different abilities, but being able to all come in and be able to think as one group, as a DB group, no matter who's in the game, that's going to be something super important for us.
On the note of kind of the good young talent, we heard a lot about, like Kindly in the spring, but just who are some guys kind of in that group who just kind of fit that mold of a good young talent?
Oh man, I feel like with our DB group, man, it's not really going to be a drop-off once everyone gets on the same level. It's going to be able to be good. I feel like a lot of our freshmen, like Sylvester, Colton, T. Love, T. Scott, I feel like all of those guys are going to be able to, after they get harped up and get brought up, they're going to be able to contribute for sure.
How has J.D. Rim look after he had to miss the spring for the injuries? He bounced back pretty good so far.
Yeah, he's been excited to get back out there. We missed him a little bit after the injury, and just being able to see him out there and be happy again, and it's been good to be able to see him get out there.
What's your connection kind of like with Donovan, both of you guys playing that star position? Just kind of your skill sets meshing together?
I mean, that's something we pride ourselves in our DB group, of being able to no drop-offs. No matter who's in the game, we're all playing at the same level. So with us, it's just we're communicating like, hey, how did you think on that play, or how did you look at that, or he asked me, how do I look at that? So at the end of the day, we want to win. So it's not really a thing where it's like a problem or nothing. We want to win. So.
Any of the new guys getting a look at the nickel so far?
Sylvester Smith.
Sylvester is? How's he?
He's been good. He's asking me questions, coming in, asking questions, all that stuff. So he's been good.
How would you describe Sylvester kind of as a player? Like, what does he bring on the field?
High motor. Just a kid that just wants to be out there. He loves the game, and you can tell he really likes. He loves playing football.
When you see a young guy, I mentioned you talking about kindly in the spring about it. When you see a young guy come in and asking questions, maybe go into the offices and watching tape, what does that sort of tell you about that guy and his future?
Just the love for the game. At the end of the day, I feel like that's one thing that separates you at a level like this. Just being able to really, we talked about it yesterday in our meeting, just being passionate, willing to suffer for it, stuff like that.
I know you talked in the spring about trying to become a bigger leader in your second year with the program. What does that look like for you now in fall camp? How are you kind of continuing that? And what does that look for you off the field as well?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm at more of a comfortable state now. So I feel like now I feel like last year kind of was like, I don't know really everything, so am I able to talk, just sitting back. This year I feel like I'm more confident, being able to speak, knowing what I'm talking about, make sure I'm leading it in the right direction. That was super big for me, make sure I'm being able to put everyone in their place and stuff like that. So just being confident, and it's been showing this year. I definitely can step up always, but just being able to be confident has been big for me.
In that sense, like for that confidence, how important was it for you guys to get so many people back in the secondary, guys like DJ and Nehemiah and Simp and everybody? I mean, most everybody who contributed last year is back.
Yeah, I think that's just going to benefit us well, because at the end of the day, it gets to a point where the younger guys don't really have to go to the coaches to get adjustments and get, what did I do wrong in this? They can, we're in our group chat, or they're texting, calling us and stuff like that, or in the meeting room, we're able to, on the field, just being able to help them. So it's like having a vet group is going to help us a lot this year.
How do you see Coach McGriff and even Zach, somebody you've been with now for a couple years, how do their coaching styles sort of mesh? I know we talked about it in the spring, but how do they work together in terms of, because I know there's some crossover between positions. How have you kind of seen them work together?
Shaq and Kobe. Chemistry. They got chemistry already. they took a chance. Man, they're like best friends, you inseparable. They always together, always they're able to talk and then come together with a thing. We got an old school coach with a more old school tradition stuff. Got a new school coach, so being able to merge those together is crazy to see it sometimes.
Which one is Shaq and which one is Kobe?
I mean, I ain't gonna speak on that. I'm gonna avoid that one.
Fair.
I mean, Crime's got to be Shaq, right?
I was gonna say.
A little bit
Yeah,
older.
old school. Yeah, I'll give him that. We'll go Crime, Shaq, Coach E, Kobe.
Yeah, I like that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You've been here for a while now. What would you say are some strengths of the defense?
I definitely think it's more of a thing like everybody is kind of, everybody wants to make the play, everybody wants to get to the ball. So I think that hunger that we all have, and then also just, the depth that we have now, being able to put guys in the game, and it's not like, oh, their twos are in, or oh, their threes. Like it's gonna be the same thing. I feel like that separates teams, separates good defenses, being able to rotate and keep guys fresh.
Keionte, I know you got to go against the wide receivers all summer, right? Who caught your eye? Maybe a newcomer? Anybody really impress you? Tough cover one-on-one?
Very good group. I feel like they got some good guys. As far as me being in the slot, going against VAR and going against Jay Fair, I feel like Jay Fair has upped his game and stepped his game up a lot. He's going to be able to contribute and be a really big factor for our offense this year. And then VAR, just going against him, I feel like that sharpens my tools every week. I feel like he's the top slot in the country this year. So being able to go against him and being able to work against him, I feel like that's making myself better. So we take our one-on-ones and our going against each other very serious.
And recruiting-wise, you're the closer now, is that right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me, because you could be in the NFL next year, so these guys you're recruiting, you may not play with them, but it's important to you. Why is that?
I just feel like at the end of the day, just how I was raised is just leave stuff better than you found it. So I feel like if I can talk to a recruit and be able to recruit for us, I want to win, and I want to see Auburn win, and Auburn win for a long time after me. So just being able to get around some of those guys and just tell them from my experience, not trying to sell them a dream or anything, but just tell them how I feel like Auburn can help them and how Auburn is helping me. So I just feel like once I'm able to tell them that, and then they go talk to the coaches, and the coaches telling them the same thing, and it's like, okay, I've heard it from a player and I've heard it from a coach. None of them can be lying to me. So I feel like that's a good combo. Me and Coach E been, being able to go back and forth, and it's not a thing where I'm talking to Coach E or anything. It's just, putting it out on the table, being real, being able to be real, tell them the good and tell them the cons and stuff like that.
After you played in the NFL for maybe a dozen years or so, do you want to be a coach?
I definitely can see myself, doing that, for sure.
Let me ask you one more question. You had a really nice haircut, but what happened?
I just feel like it was time to just clean it up, growing the dress for a long time, just feel like it's time to just clean it up.
Yeah.
You ever think you're going to go full out like that?
I mean, if it comes, it comes. I'm going to fight it, though.
Keionte, not only in y'all's room, you've obviously got a lot of newcomers, but really, defense across the roster, even since the spring, lots of new guys. For you being a newcomer last year, what are some things you kind of maybe wish you had known at the beginning? What's some advice that you're giving to guys who are new to the team in their first year?
Just to come in and put the time in. I feel like with time, it'll slow the game down. Because with a lot of our freshmen, they're like, man, everything is moving so fast, and I'm kind of like, that's kind of how it's going to be. You just got to kind of put the time in, and eventually things will slow down. So just being able to slow things down, that's going to take you and help everyone out.
Keionte,